which team needs to win more? The Falcons, who are coming off 2 straight home losses, or the Steelers, who did absolutely nothing against Baltimore in that Sunday night game and lost and fell to 1-2-1. Who do you think there's more pressure on to win, Sean?
Well, I think the more pressure needs to be on the Atlanta Falcons because look, they're 1-3. I understand that people want to make fun of the tie and everything, but that tie might come in handy towards the end of the season.
Absolutely.
And also because they're in a tougher conference. There's a lot more better teams in the NFC than it is the AFC. The division, I think, is a little bit more competitive with the New Orleans Saints at 3-1. Can't forget about Carolina. And look, not even to mention, Tampa Bay Buccaneers still have 2 wins compared to the Falcons' 1. So I think the pressure is a little bit more on the Falcons. And we all know that the star player from the Pittsburgh Steelers, although he's not coming back this game, Le'Veon Bell is expected to come back week 8. The Falcons have injuries really on the defensive side of the ball, and they're season-ending injuries.
Yeah.
Ricardo Allen, Keanu Neal, so pressure more on the Falcons.
I have to agree with you, too, because 1-4 looks disgusting, especially in the NFC, and they still have key road games against the Panthers, against the Saints. Like I mentioned in some prior videos, they still have some key ball games and key teams to play. They need to send a message to beat the Steelers. Saying that, I do like Matt Ryan, if anybody has him on our fantasy team, to throw all over that Steelers suspect defense. But the problem is the Steelers tend to get that home game when they need it. If they could run the football, they are without Le'Veon Bell. It's going to be a tight game. I do believe the Steelers have the advantage. The Falcons, they had their time when they had the Saints. That was a game we thought, okay, they could win at home. Then the Bengals were like, okay, they're definitely going to beat the Bengals. And when that doesn't happen, Sean, at Steelers doesn't look good. I'm looking for Big Ben to also have a big game. He could easily outplay Matt Ryan. It's going to be a shootout. And if I want to give a prediction real quick, I'm sorry, 38-34 Steelers. I see the Steelers win this game late. Antonio Brown will get in the end zone.
Yeah, and it does.
Julio will too. Antonio Brown will.
Finally, Julio.
Yeah, Julio will get in the end zone.
I hope
he should
so,
get in the end zone.
It's been about
a lot of pressure on that.
Yeah, the last 7 games Julio really hasn't scored, but I mean, I think it'll be a tight game as well. I'm not gonna. Ironically, I don't think it'll necessarily be a shootout, but I do believe Atlanta will come up with the victory. I think they really need to get Tevin Coleman involved though. I understand Matt Ryan's been really hot. He's been like he's earning his contract these last few weeks, just throwing for 4 to 5 touchdowns each week. But I think they need to get more in the running game involved. Try not to be one-dimensional. But I'm going to say 24-19 Atlanta.
You're picking the Falcons.
So
I'm picking the Steelers. He's picking the Falcons in a slight upset, technically, to improve to 2-3. They really need to go 2-3, and the Steelers need to win too, because Cincinnati's 3-1, real competitive. Baltimore's looking better, and even the Browns are looking even better.
Dog pound.